is a glorious Monday. We are back out here on the farm job with the little Takeuchi. And someone asked if this was mine. It's not. It is my client's machine. And it's his. It's the Takeuchi is his, and also the Rut Brush Slayer or brush cutter is his as well. And I've just been running it for him because it's cheaper for me to run his machine than mine. And that's what he got this thing for, was to do this work. So I've been down here using it. So we're getting ready to do some more ditch cutting. I'll show you guys what we've done. Stop the machine. And I finished this up this morning right here. I'll show you guys. So got all these mounds through here, like this right here. This mound here was as tall as that. It was right there, and I couldn't get this whole mound down because we don't want to kill this tree, so I didn't want to damage the roots. So this is I'm gonna leave this mound around it, unless he wants to take that tree out, but I don't think he does because it's not a gum. So that's probably gonna stay. But the rest of this just got a rough grade, where this was all a big mound here, and then it came down. This was all kind of mounded up in here, and it was just kind of a disaster. So I just kind of gave it a rough grade, and I might have to bring the skid steer over here and kind of slick this up a little bit better, or just take the blade over it a little bit more. But it's just rough. It doesn't have anything perfect. It's just so in the future, when this grows back up with grass, you won't have all these uneven mounds here. And you know, basically you can bring the tractor through here and just bush hog all this. So now we're gonna get started on this ditch. So I gotta cut all this through here and then take the rest of this ditch down about, client said it goes down about 70 yards, so we'll see. So we're gonna crank this thing up and get to work. I'm gonna try to time lapse it as much as I can, and it's a little cooler out today, so hopefully the GoPro doesn't overheat, but we'll see. So let's get started. All right, y'all, look at this. We just hit a nest of yellow jackets with the Rut brush coater here. And you can, I don't know if you guys can see them flying around down there. They look like, at first I thought they were flies. They were really small, and then one came up to the windshield here, and I was like, oh, that's a yellow jacket. So let's see how many are down in there. I see their ground nest right there. Let's see if we can't dig into it a little bit. We'll point you guys down at the ground. Let's see what's down in there. Where are they at? Maybe it was just a few of them. I don't know. Well, it must have been a small nest. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's in the ground right there. In that little bit of dirt right there. I see them down in there. Oh, there it is. There it is. That big white thing right there. There's all the comb of the nest. Not a very big one, but still, they're down in there and they are not happy. Let's see how big it is. I'm gonna rake a little more of it out. Oh, there's some more. It's not very big, but they are pissed. That's the first yellow jacket nest I've hit in a good while now. I haven't hit too many in a while. Those are some mean little devils right there. I probably will not be getting out to time-lapse any more of this ditch, because they will be all over me if I get out. But just thought I'd show you guys that. Never know what you're going to run into out here in the woods. Alright guys, well, that overgrown monstrosity of a ditch is done. Got it all mowed down, cleaned up. Really impressed with the reach on this little Takeuchi. It was able to sit on top of these piles right here and pretty much reach all the way pretty much down into the bottom of that ditch, and that's a pretty good ways down there, so I'm impressed with that. And I'm sorry I couldn't time lapse some more of this, but the yellow jackets followed me a good ways down, and they're probably going to come after me again once I start tracking back that way, so hopefully they don't follow me too far. But we're going to go back up to the front, and we've got those ditches up there we've got to recut because they're now overgrown again with weeds and stuff. And then I'm sure at some point I'll be back because the other side of this ditch probably needs to be cut as well, so I'm sure we'll be back for that. So let's track around to the front and see what we can get into over there. we are back on day 2 out here with these ditches, and I cannot seem to get away from the rain. It rained on me yesterday afternoon for a good hour and a half. Right there as I got to the end of this ditch, it started to rain on me, and it rained for about a good hour and a half while I was trying to finish everything up. So I'm working on this other opposite side of this ditch right now, and I'm about halfway done. We only have to go on this side, we only have to go down right about to right over there. This other side goes all the way down to the end. So shouldn't take me too much longer to get this finished up, but I can't get any time lapse, and I can't put this thing in the cab anywhere, because everywhere for me to set the GoPro will have you guys looking at a place where the windshield wiper doesn't go, and I'm sure you guys don't want to see the windshield wiper going anyway, and I can't put you outside the cab. So hopefully this rain will pass here in the next little bit and I can get some more footage. But this is coming along nice. This brush cutter is doing the job really good on this grass and stuff, this brushy stuff. You know, it's just kind of grass and weeds and briars, and it's working perfect. So I got here just in time before the downpour came, got some fuel in the machine, let it warm up, and we're just going to continue on. And then we got a lot more ditches to do when I get done with this one. We got to go over here to the other side, over there, which those are 2 little short runs. They don't go very far, maybe 30-40 yards. And then we got to go to the back side over there on the other side of the ditch that I just got through grading out. That's all overgrown, so we're going to get to that as well. And let's get back to it. Well, that cleaned up pretty good. So I've still got this side to do here, clean that up a little bit, and then I got this side over here as well to clean up. But I'll be back tomorrow to work for probably 5 or 6 hours. This thing is right at 47 hours, dead on 47 hours, so it's about 3 hours away from needing its initial 50-hour service. So I'm gonna come in tomorrow, run it for 3 or 4 hours. I'm gonna I've only got a little bit left to do at the very end of this ditch, maybe another hour's worth, and then I'll probably spend the next 2 or 3 hours just cleaning up this little bit and this side. And then I'm gonna bring the trailer tomorrow, and I'm gonna load this thing up and take it over to Richardson service because it's on my way home. And I'm just gonna drop it off by there, and they can do the 50-hour service on it. And I'm gonna have them shorten these hoses a little bit as well. And I think there's maybe replace this male head. I think it's leaking. I think it's bad. So I'm gonna have them do that. And outside of that, I think it's pretty good. So pretty happy with the production rate so far with this thing. Again, this is not mine. I'm running this for the client out here. This is his machine, his cutter, and it's just a lot cheaper for him, for me to run his machine than to bring my machine out here and run it. And most of this stuff is not big, doesn't need a mulcher or anything like that. This brush cutter head is perfect for 95% of this stuff. There was like that big willow there that I could have taken down with this, but I could do a lot better as far as the size of the mulch with maybe the mulcher. And I didn't want big pieces of that willow down in this ditch, so I'm trying to grind everything up as small as possible. That's why you're seeing me in the video kind of pancake a lot of the stuff, because I'm trying to make it as small as possible, because if you cut it at the bottom, it's hard to kind of mulch it into small pieces once everything's on the ground with these rotary heads. So yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. This is a really deep ditch right here. The other ones back there on that backside aren't too bad, but this one is deep. It goes way down in the hole down there. That's probably every bit of 8-9 feet down in that hole. So a lot of water, well, you can see, but it's carrying a lot of water. Probably see it gushing out down there. So okay, well, that's today. I probably won't film much tomorrow. I'll probably go ahead and just edit this stuff and get it out to you guys. So hope you guys are having a great week so far. Hopefully I'm done with the rain here. Brandon over at Elite Earthworks just commented on Instagram, on my Instagram thing, he's like, hey man, we could use the rain over here. It's been 100 degrees and powder dry. So but yeah, I just finally got on Instagram, so if you guys are on there, check me out. It's the same handle as my YouTube page at idigit4. So check me out, follow along. I'm trying to post stuff every day if I can, just a picture here or there, and post what I can. So all right, I'm gonna park this thing and get out of here for the day. I will check you guys later.